Hi, scribes! How is the writing going? First, big welcome to everyone new to the Right Now community, and mega shout out to all the regulars too. So, for a new friends stand farm, you should check out past episodes as well. And also, signal in the comments if this is your first time here, and let me know what your writing journey has been like so far. Okay? Cool. Let's get to it. Back in episode 1, if you can remember, I mentioned that this form of writing will be mainly focused on film/TV writing. And I'm reminding you because from this point onwards, you begin to hear more film, TV references. So please bear with me. But like I said also, this is a storytelling process. So don't run away if your writing style is geared towards novels or copywriting or stage plays or radio plays and so forth. Gladly, I have years of experience writing all these media. And yes, there are some differences, mainly in formatting, but I can confidently assure you, you have a lot to gain here. So stick with me, okay? Alright, we're still on the topic of character and storytelling. For movies and I dare say for most types of writing as well, there are 5 types of characters. 1. The protagonist. 2. The antagonist. 3. The deuteragonist. 4. The mentor. And 5. The romantic interest. Okay, don't be jarred by the words. They're just words. I'll make sure to carefully explain what I mean. What I need you to do is pay maximum attention. No distractions. I'll list the 5 character types again. The protagonist, the antagonist, the deuteragonist, the mentor, the romantic interest. These 5 types of characters work best especially in feature-length films, because for features, you have a lot more time to fully tell your story and can afford to have as many types of characters as you want. But for short films, unless the story absolutely demands it, fewer characters are advised. The reason is you have very little time to tell your story. A feature length can go up to 2 hours, or even more, depending. But a short film, by industry standards, shouldn't be more than 30 minutes. For me, I always advise 25 minutes max for short films. But hey, different strokes for different folks, right? Alright, let's break down these character types. First, the protagonist. This is the most critical character in the story. This can also be called the main character. Usually, we meet the protagonist at the beginning of a story and follow them through different challenges or obstacles until the end of the story where something about them or their world has changed. Also, the protagonist usually directly connects to the story's theme and the plot will have them reckon with and ultimately change their relationship with that theme. Okay, there's a lot of talk. So let me break it down in movie reference language. You know The Lord of the Rings, right? By the way, if you're not an LOTR fan here, just get up and go stand at the back. I'm serious. Well, not really. But for real, what's your excuse? It's one of the greatest stories ever told and one of the best movies ever made in filmmaking history. So if you haven't watched it, I would really like to know why. Okay, before I digress too much. As I was saying, a very good example of a protagonist is the character Frodo Baggins in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. At the start of the film, Frodo Baggins is a happy-go-lucky, naive of the world around him, Middle-earth young hobbit, basically unperturbed and oblivious. But by the end of the film, he's become a fearless warrior. Reason is the obstacles he has had to face and the challenges he has had to surmount has made him grow into the Frodo Baggins we get at The Return of the King, which is the 3rd film in the trilogy. Hey, check this out. Here's a before and after picture of what I'm talking about. Take your time, study the character, especially his eyes. Now can you see the difference? This is what is called a journey. The protagonist has traveled from points A to Z, and the road between those 2 points is the story. Dear scribes, our focus always should be telling a good story. Take your character on an interesting voyage that's sure to keep your audience glued to the screen from start to finish. For now, I'll leave you with this. Never be in a rush to write your story. It's not always about how fast, but how well. Capiche? Catch you next episode. Bye. P.S. You have questions? Talk to me in the comments or send an email to writenowscribes@gmail.com. And you can also say hi on IG at writenowscribes.